Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, my name's Phil. I'm the Ordinary Watch Guy. I'm very ordinary, but the watches are always special. It's time for me to deliver something with a bit more seasonal flavour for Christmas, and a very happy early stages of Christmas to you. I do love a bit of Christmas, and I like to get excited about it nice and early, so by all means catch up on the advent calendar that I've been throwing out in my shorts for you. There's a new watch behind every window every day, so look out for that. In this episode we're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to be talking about Christmas gifts. We're going to do a Christmas gift guide. I'm going to try and get in there first because you're going to get inundated with Christmas gift guides from people running their watch channels. But I'm going to get in there first, and I'm going to give you some great ideas about what to buy for your significant other if they're mad into watches, and maybe if you're a mad watch person, this will be a list of ideas that you might like for yourself. Stay with me until the end, because at the end of the video I'm going to tell you the number one present for every watch enthusiast that everyone wants this Christmas. So let's get into it. First of all, let's start with easy territory, a new strap. I think this is the most affordable and obvious gift of all. A new watch strap. You can spend a very modest amount of money on a watch strap and completely revitalise a watch that you haven't been wearing for ages. I really love NATO straps. They're universal, interchangeable, and they're so affordable. I'm sure that somebody said something about us not being allowed to call them NATOs anymore. What's that even about? Anyway, I love NATO straps because you just get your watch, click in your spring bars, and then you can pretty much choose between whatever NATO you want every morning. You can do it in the middle of the day. They're so fast to change in and out, and you can have a colourful array of choices. There's huge options, and it just takes seconds. They're designed to be very secure, and your watch is not going to fall off, break away from the strap or anything. You can pick up a NATO anywhere from $7.99 on Amazon, wouldn't actually recommend that, to £30, something like that, for the kind of premium-ish range. Or you can go to Omega and they'll happily take, I think it's £415 off you. I'm stunned. Look, I love Omega. Everybody knows that, but I think that is frankly outrageous and unjustifiable. Hit me in the comments if you've got one of these straps. If you have one and you can tell me what the difference is. Generally, a cheap NATO tends to be a bit shorter. They sort of jip you on the length. And if you've got a larger wrist like me, I'd recommend going somewhere a bit more premium, because at the end of the day, you'll have this dog's tongue bit that hangs out that you can't really flip over, which is a bit rubbish if you go too cheap. Watch cleaning accessories. We spend hundreds, thousands, sometimes multiple thousands on our watches, but do we invest in keeping them clean and looking after them properly? Watch cleaning kits can be picked up for about £40. Such as this example from Watch It Shine. I haven't tried that kit personally, but I'll put the link in the description below. I'd be willing to give it a go. In terms of a gift to someone with a watch obsession, yeah, if I open this on Christmas morning, I'd be like, yeah, cool, let's give it a go. Now, additionally, if you're a Rolex customer who has been trying to buy a stainless steel Daytona model, you might have the problem of, well, how do I clean all this unnecessary and unwanted jewellery that I've been buying from my AD to help me build my relationship? Well, if you're walking around like a Christmas version of Mr. T this year, but your gold chains are starting to look a bit aged and shabby because you've been on the list for a long, long time, well, don't worry. Get yourself a sonic cleaner. That could be the answer. You can pick up a sonic cleaner for about £30 and upwards, enabling you to clean all that unnecessary, unwanted jewellery and the 4 Tudor black bays that you bought in order to keep your AD happy. they'll be good in there as well. And don't worry, I'm sure that you'll get your Daytona for Christmas if you've been a good boy or girl. I mean, Christmas 2052, but it'll be Christmas. A watch winder. There are arguments, questions, and anxieties about whether a watch winder is actually good or bad for your watch. And I'm going to be honest, I don't actually know. Does anyone actually know? Watch winders are generally safe and beneficial for automatic watches if used properly. Okay, so there we go. I have two different watch winders, and I'm not going to lie, it's not because I practically need to keep those watches running. It's because it looks really cool to see my two favourite pieces rotating in front of me, and they light up. I'm literally that basic. Watch winders start for 20 quid, but you can literally spend thousands. And I'm not going to lie, I totally lost my shit when I found out about that. There's a lot said about a particular canine brand of watch winder that was established in 1834 when presumably watch winders were mechanical and wound up, so possibly needed a watch winder. But if that brand actually wants a mention, they can either send me a product to review or they can sponsor me and help me to keep the children fed. I've actually spent an unreasonable amount of time thinking about how a watch winder in 1834 would be powered. There's steam power, which would be interesting. Or maybe a servant on a bicycle. When were bicycles invented? Okay, so that's possible. Anyway, my watch winders are cheap and cheerful. The better ones are probably more expensive and better. Watch tools. Okay, every watch enthusiast should have the appropriate tools for bracelet adjustment and changing straps, or they might simply hurt themselves, or worse, they're going to damage their watches. Something as simple as a bracelet link removal tool for about £5 can save tears and repair bills. A decent spring bar tool is an absolute essential and nobody should cheap out on this. Spend about £20 on something decent. There's lots of nice toolkits out there, but make sure that you don't cheap out. Pay more than £50 or you're likely to get rubbish individual tools and quality. A freestanding magnifier is another great idea. It's worth its weight in gold when you're dealing with something fiddly like watch bracelet pins and tiny little screws. You can get a magnifier with a light and a desk clamp for like £20, and honestly, they're an absolute game changer. And finally, drum roll please. Drum roll. The ultimate gift for someone who loves watches is, well, it's a watch. And there's nothing that a watch collector loves more than getting another watch. But here's the advice. Don't pick a watch at random. Don't think, oh, they'll love this. Okay. Watch geeks are so picky. You either buy the watch that they never stop talking about, okay, that they've been after for ages, just hit the grail, go for it, right? Or you take them on a surprise shopping trip, you give them a budget, you walk them into an AD and say, have at it. I think you go crazy for that. That'd be an amazing gift. Or get them an Omega Speedmaster Pro Moonwatch. That's it. Those are your three options. That's it. I actually think I could fall out with somebody who has bad things to say about the Moonwatch. So just don't at me at that in the comments. I've put up several videos about how to get better deals on watches. Why not check them out? Prior to this video, I did one about 5 watch bargains that the community are sleeping on. I've also done numerous others about boutique versus AD and buying in the secondary market. Have a good look at those and see what you think. And that's my Christmas special, folks. Well, that's a Christmas special, folks. I'm going to be back with more Christmassy content between now and the big day. I'm really grateful to you for all the support that's shown to this tiny little channel over the last few months since we started going. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, please hit subscribe. It means so much to me. Give the video a like and don't forget to share your views and your opinions on what you think would be the ideal gift for a watch-obsessed loved one this year. What have you asked for this year that's watch related? Have you got a new watch coming in? If you've got a new watch coming in for Christmas, tell us about it. I'd really love to know if you've got a special watch that you're hoping to wake up to on Christmas morning. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It really makes such a difference. I'll be back with a video soon. Have a wonderful time getting ready for the big day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.